GP speed. Doing a wheelie at 140 mile an hour. 4 seconds, 4. That is so fast, isn't it?
So Steve's Supercharged Bobber has been giving us a real headache. I spent a lot of time trying to sort out problems with this bike. It was running perfect when I gave him back, but something went off song. He brought it back to us, and I've been on the dyno with it. I've been looking at Diagnostics, lots of different things. And to cut a long story short, he had a dodgy map sensor, which was giving us spurious readings to the ECU, causing it to idle rich, idle lean. It was just going all over the place. Couldn't really get a handle on what was going on. There was no diagnostics fault as far as software is concerned. But anyway, I decided I'd change one of the map sensors, change the map sensor, and that improved things no end. But the map sensor had been throwing me for some time, so my mapping was way off where it ought to have been. So I had to set 2 and spend a lot of time fine-tuning it, getting the best out of it. And this is where we are now. Okay, so standard bobber, this is torque curve. We hit the speed limiter in 5th gear, so we did go past 5,000, but peak torque is here. So it's running 83 foot-pound of torque at about 5,000 RPM. Or in fact, it comes right the way back to about 375, and it's starting to nose step back down again, just on 5,000 revs. Horsepower is going up. Got as far as 76 horsepower. It's going to make 80 horsepower and just die off because there's no top end power with the stock bobber. Then we got our supercharger with a big boost. So we're making 10 pound of boost. Horsepower is here. So even low down, right from idle, we're making more power. You know, so we're making about 8 foot-pound of torque. No, where are we there? That's 78 to about 88, so we've got 10 foot-pound of torque more at 3,500. So that in itself is a 15 foot-pound of torque gain, 15% gain. And as the torque goes up, the stock torque goes away. So when that's done and dusted, this is still climbing high at 113 foot-pound of torque with over 110 from 5,500 to redline, and even down here at 3,000 revs. She's got 80 foot-pound of torque. That's more than a total torque on a GSX 1000. And this bobber has got that much torque at only 3,000 revs. So 80 foot-pound of torque at 3,000 revs. And it's a light bike, you know. The acceleration on this bike is going to be phenomenal. At 6,000 revs, we're up at 102 foot-pound of torque, going up to 113, 114, all the way along here. And peak horsepower at the rev limit This would keep climbing if we had a higher rev limit. We could go as far as 8,000 RPM if the software would let us, which would see way over 160 horsepower, probably 170 horsepower, and still making 110 foot-pound of torque or thereabouts. So terrific power band, pulls from idle, super thing to ride, and I'm sure that the owner's going to be really happy with it. I'm just going to have a ride on Steve's bobber, see how it performs in this heat, see if we get a nice smooth bottom end and some top end performance. Well, I can't find a lot wrong with that. She's sweet as a nut. Really fun to drive. Very nimble. Probably hasn't got the best ground clearance, but it's really nimble and it goes really well. From any RPM with no hesitations. Really sweet. I think Steve will be very happy with that.